Andrew, what up, buddy? Yeah, man, I fixed it almost as soon as you told me about it. What's going on, everybody? Hey, Andrew, I need a favor. Can you hear my AC? I got my AC running, and obviously I have a noise suppression on, so you might hear it while I'm speaking, but I'm wondering if you can hear it whatsoever. I can't hear it on TikTok. Good. I was hoping that you wouldn't be able to hear it because my room, it's starting to get, I'm in Philadelphia and it's starting to get a little bit hot over here. Warmer, I should say. And my room is normally at like 75, 76, but the past couple days, are you sending the same audio to YouTube? Yeah, I am. Yeah, it should be. It's all through Wavelength, so it's all my stream feed going over. But I walked into my room today, my office, and I got a temperature on my PC, and it said 83 degrees, and I was like, yeesh. What mic boom is that, Unk? This is the, what? This is an Elgato arm, and this is a Wave DX mic. They're doing some roofing on my house. I think they finished up, so my room got all dusty today. All right, Francisco Chaviero, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're just getting set up right here. Hey, Julia, how are you? How was your day? Did you do any more editing today? Oh, bet. I thought they released all the episodes. I watched like a part of episode 1. And then I fell asleep the other night after checking out your stream. I thought they had dropped them all at once, but that's pretty dope. They did a nice job with that season 1. I can't speak for season 2 just yet, but they did a nice job with season 1. Wish it's a weekly release, 2 episodes tonight though. Oh, bet. Nice. Canva projects are fun. I use Canva all the time. Yeah, Canva projects are definitely fun. It's so easy to use. I use it all the time for like simple stuff. To make my my thumbnails, I use Canva. To make thumbnails, do edits and stuff like that. I actually used this the other day. I made this the other day for my boss's. He was recognized at the Martin Luther King, some lawyer foundation thing, and this was actually used as an ad at the thing. So this was distributed to like all the lawyers of Philadelphia. I got to meet the mayor. Yeah, I was like, that's crazy. I got to meet the mayor of Philadelphia and the governor of Pennsylvania too. I wanted to do a selfie, but he was too busy. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, so my boss, that's one of the reasons why I got hired, is because I'm like multifaceted. You know, I know how to edit videos, I know how to edit audio, I know how to create video, light a scene, and like and interview people and all this stuff and use cameras. And I also have some certifications in design work. Very, you know, I took a course certification, right? And my boss calls me one day. He's like, hey, there's a recognition that your boss is that needs a picture, he needs a photo, and he needs you to create a graphic. And it's going to be distributed and printed across everything that's going to be handed out for the thing. Can you do it? I said, yeah, let's go. Hey, I'm from Portugal. Yesterday I watched you till like 4 a.m. with the portfolio review script. Thank you, Francisco. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're gonna do some portfolio reviews today. As soon as it starts getting busy, we'll kick it off. I like to like kind of warm up a little bit before jumping into it. He gave you the key too. Nah. He said he already gave out enough keys for that day. I did want to get a selfie with him because I think he's probably gonna run for president. Which I don't know, it'd be kind of cool. Like this guy right here took a picture with a future president, you know? I'd frame that shit and put it everywhere, you know? Like shaking a guy's hand, like, you know? Looking like a dork, you know? Yeah. Yeah, for sure. There's more than one key to the city. My dreams are crushed. What's up, Bruce? How are you? Welcome back, Bruce. I think there's more than one key to the city. Yeah, I think they're like janitors, you know, a bunch of I think the janitors have keys to the city. I wonder how that works actually. It's just like it probably doesn't mean anything, right? It's just like a fake award. Well, I don't know. Let's see. What does it mean? It's like a recognition, you know. What does it mean to get a key to the city? Then what's the point? Yeah, like I don't think it actually opens anything. Like a key to the city is a prestigious symbolic. That's what I wanted to say. Symbolic award given by local governments to esteemed residents, visitors, or organizations in recognition of high-level services, achievements, or philanthropy. It's purely an honorary gesture rooted in medieval traditions representing the trust and the recipient's freedoms to leave the city at will. Oh, to enter and leave the city. So like they're always welcome. That makes sense. Yeah, we're going to do some portfolio reviews here in a little bit, guys. Once we get some more people in here. Actually, I'll turn on this thing. In order for you to get your portfolio reviewed, you have to follow the rules. The rules, boys and girls, are right here. Very, very simple to follow. The goal is, let's see, I need 16 more subscribers on YouTube to get to 4,000. And after that, we're shutting it down. After we get to 4,000, is that fair, Julia? Is that fair? Just get to 4,000 and just shut it down? So I'm only going to be reviewing the people that subscribe, new subscribers to the YouTube channel. For you guys to get to the YouTube channel, all you got to do is hit my profile picture that you see right here. I got a link in bio, and then there's a little YouTube symbol right here. You hit this, and it takes you right to my channel. Boom. Boss, greetings. Hello. Matt, not as impressive as getting the only key to the city. Yeah, it's an honorary symbolic thing. Makes sense, though. I mean, it's still a great honor. You know what I mean? It's definitely, but you're right. It's not as impressive. Definitely not as impressive. Think we can try it out? I think it seems fair, right? Yeah, so last night we did 19 people and we were on stream for like 2 hours. Let me start recording this actually. Last night we were on stream for like 2.5, 3 hours. We got 19 people done tonight. And then after this, we're not going to be doing free reviews for a while, if ever. So the first people that actually followed the rules are going to get a review tonight. What's today? 3/31. 3/31. What kind of stuff do you do on Canva, Julia? Hi, just joined. What rules should I read? Have a portfolio I want reviewed. You have to subscribe on YouTube. You have to send a DM with your @ to my TikTok account. That way, that'll get you in line into the queue. Legendary Gaming, what's up, buddy? And then let me know that you did all the steps. Pretty simple. You can find my TikTok in my link in bio if you're on YouTube. Yeah, my link in bio on my YouTube. If you don't know how to find that, it's right here. If you're on YouTube, you can go to my homepage, and then I have a link in bio right here. And you can hit this, and then hit to my TikTok, and then send me a DM that you're here. What's up, Tay? Vision boards for room renovations, crafts. I'm going to do nice. Cool. Francisco Chaviero. Did you follow, buddy? Did you subscribe on YouTube? You're first on the list, Francisco. You said you're Portuguese. Obrigado. Ethan, thank you for the follow. Vision boards, nice. Renee, what up, Renee? Yeah, I'm here. Okay, cool. 3985. I see the follows. Yes, are we playing the Us right now? Yes, we are playing the Us right now. What is the Us? The US? I posted one of my photos in your recent TikToks. Could you check it out? Trav, we got to do, we're doing free portfolio reviews for people that are subscribing to the YouTube channel. Darog, here we go. Darog is next. Darog, did you subscribe to the YouTube channel, buddy? Klaveca. Also, you got to subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's the only ask. Very simple ask. Very simple, very reasonable ask, I think. Legendary Gaming USA recommendations when shooting food for restaurants. What camera do you have right now, man? What camera do you currently have? Also, if you don't want to subscribe to the YouTube channel, GIFs on TikTok is fine. If that's your fancy. I subbed was the Zohan on YouTube. Okay, cool. Mario Peña Martinez, I see your name here. Did you sub? Did you sub on YouTube, my friend? Those aren't the rules, Alec. You gotta follow the rules, my friend. Yeah, I've been subbed. All right, 3889. All right, cool. We only got a couple more to go. 11 more to go. I subbed on YouTube, bro. Appreciate it. We're gonna get started here pretty soon, though. First up is Mr. Francisco Chaviero. Francisco, coming from Portugal, out of Portugal. What are you shooting on, Francisco? Tay, you can find my YT on by hitting my profile page. Hitting my profile, my link in bio, excuse me. My link in bio, there's a link. I'll show it. I'm pulling it up right now. You hit my profile page and then you hit the link in bio. And then you should have a little YouTube button here. You hit that YouTube button and my YouTube channel comes right up. Pretty simple, pretty simple. Renee, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it, appreciate it. We're getting there, boys. Tay says, oh, okay, I'll sub, but no roasting for me. I don't roast people. I don't really roast people too much. Maybe sometimes, but it's only when they're being jerks, you know. I'm here. All right, bet. All right, we got 11 more subs to go. Do you shoot weddings? I've done weddings, yeah. I think every photographer needs to do at least one wedding. It's mostly constructive criticism, yeah. And some people think it's destructive, you know? It's like I'm offending their soul, you know? Yeah. Let's see how many more we got. We got a couple more. For those of you guys that are just joining, we're doing free portfolio reviews. All you got to do to participate is follow the rules. We're only doing a set number of them tonight. Once I hit 4,000 subscribers on YouTube, we are 11 away right now. We are done. We are closing up shop for the night. First person up is Francisco. That's going to be out of Portugal. Francisco, did you say what you're shooting on? By the way, I'm going to call your name twice. By the third call out, if you're not here, you get passed up. Dreamless behavior. I think we did yours the other day, right? We'll probably go through yours pretty quick to give new people an opportunity. I don't think Francisco's here, actually. We'll see. All right, let's get this started. So Francisco, by the way, guys, if you are here and people are just chiming in, Renee, thank you for the gift. Are you going to do Insta? Yes, I'm Francisco. Okay, Francisco, what are you shooting on, buddy? It's anything. It's portfolio. It's Instagram. It's G Drive, website, wherever you host your photos or your work. It could also be a YouTube channel too. I was thinking about doing some YouTube reviews of people. All right, Francisco Chivera, you're up next, buddy. You're up first. You submitted your short film this time? All right, bet. Yeah, we'll take a look at it. For videos, we'll do the first like 90 seconds, maybe 2 minutes or so, and then we'll move on just for the sake of depending on how long it is, you know. All right, Francisco. Let's get this started, guys. Control copy. Renee, thank you for the gifts. Ooh, look at this. Oh, look, we got a cow. This looks like... What camera are you using, Francisco? Sony A7 III, got it. This is Francisco out of Portugal with an A7 III and a nifty 50, a plastic fantastic. 50 millimeters solid. For those of you guys that have never used the 50 on a full frame, it's nice. These are great, dude. Ooh, look at this. Love this. This one I think got a little dark on you. Still pretty cool though. Oh, I see. It's 2 photos. These got a little grainy on you. The ones in the warm light like look the best. Oh, we got a post here. Let's post this. Anytime a TikTok automatic post comes up, post it. Always post it. Video posted. All right. Some concert photography. And concert photography is always cool when you can get... All these guys have their eyes closed. They're all like jamming to the music. None of them has their eyes open. Here's a guy with his eyes open. Like they're like really squeezing their eyeballs shut. Like every single one of them. This is a cool picture. It was red light, but tried color grading them. The warm worked. Like this one definitely worked. I like it a lot better. Like this one right here. This is probably your best photo right here. I'd probably make, well, this one's pretty good too. But if I'm being honest, this one is probably the best photo out of this set. This one looks great. You get to see his face very clearly. You get to see his emotion. He's wearing a pinky ring, some details. He looks like a rock star right here, you know? Oh, this is nice too. Yeah, nice work. I went to Portugal a couple years back. I liked it. I thought it was okay to visit. The white seamless backdrop, very cool. Did you extend these this backdrop at all? Like extend it out, or was it a big backdrop? It's cool when you can actually bring a camera. Yeah. Yeah, concert photography, unless you're in the pit, you know, sometimes concert photography as an audience person is tough to bring a long enough lens to get some good shots. This is excellent, dude. Look at this. This is a great photo. You took this photo, Francisco? Nice work. No way TA is here. Who is TA? Did I miss somebody? Yeah, these are dope. Your portraits are fire, bro. I don't know what's going on here, but getting creative. Yeah, your portrait work is cool. Mm-hmm. All right, let's do one more. Let's do the. You only got one cow photo. If you ever see a cow, photograph it. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, I feel like you need to post more work, man. Yeah, you don't have a lot of work on here. Your portrait work is nice. Yeah, your portrait work is very, very cool. This one could have used a little bit more light. Yeah, these are definitely cool photos for sure. Let's check out the sports stuff. Yeah, so this right here goes really good because you already photographed this athlete over here. And like you did a really nice job with this athlete right here. Like this photo's epic, dude. GG's. I don't know what LeBron is doing up here with this weird ass fucking spider. All right. Yeah, GG's, bro. Nice work on this. I think my favorite photo out of your stuff was probably this guy right here. This one here and this one. The dark one right here. It's my brother. Yeah, you did a nice job. Yeah, you did a nice job with him. Your portrait stuff is cool. For sure. All right, GG's in the chat for Mr. Francisco shooting with an A7 III out of Portugal. Nice work. Let's see, who do we got next? One thing I can say more, Francisco, for your stuff, bro, is you need more posts. You need more things. You need more things for people to look at. So just keep posting, man. And do more cow stuff. More cow. Look at this photo. Yeah. GG's. Yeah, nice work. All right, moving on. Next person we got is Darug. Darug off grid. I think he said he wasn't even a photographer. Let me check this website before he sends us to something that he shouldn't send us to. I always have to check the .coms. Oh, this isn't photography work, bro. This is like design work. I can't really give you much feedback on this. So this is your website off grid, I assume. What do you do? Build websites for people? This looks like a nice website. Is this all like done with AI and stuff where you put people's logos on like actual storefronts and stuff? Yeah, Derek, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to help you out here, buddy, because I'm not a designer. And I could just tell you, I could tell you that your website looks pretty cool. That's about it. There's a little ball that follows my mouse around. That's kind of cool. Yeah, it's a clean website. Yeah, it's a clean. I can tell you the website looks clean, you know. In terms of design, what I've seen from other people that do designs like this kind of stuff, like how are you creating these? Are these actually your designs, or are you just using AI and then placing these on storefronts using AI, like branded content and stuff like that, right? Can't watch on TikTok and YouTube at the same time. You don't have to. You can pick one. YouTube, you get like a horizontal, YouTube, Kick, and Twitch, and then TikTok is a vertical. So pick where you want to watch. You know, pick where you want to watch for the time being. We are 7 subscribers away from my goal of 4,000, guys. 7 away. We're almost there. If you guys are in TikTok right now, and I'll ask you for a solid or for a favor and head over to my YouTube channel and subscribe. Trying to get to 4,000 by tonight. All right, next up is Mario Peña Martinez. You in here, buddy? Let's go to your YouTube for Get Bit now. It's at captured. Control copy. Captured by Marmar. Captured by Marmar. Can you identify yourself, sir? What are you shooting with? You guys can see the queue. The queue is literally right here. Captured by Marmar. Are you in here? You get 2 callouts. 2 callouts. If you're not here, you get skipped. Mario Peña Martinez going once. Going twice. Yeah, stick to wherever you want to. Yeah, you guys are welcome to watch. Please feel free to watch wherever you want to watch. YouTube is usually kind of lonely, so I appreciate if you guys hang out on YouTube as well. Also do Kick and Twitch if you fancy that. All right, Mario Peña Martinez is getting skipped. If he comes back, tell him I called him out like 4 or 5 times. All right, let's see. Ethan, you're up next, Ethan. He says Wix site. Ethan going once. I'm sticking to Ethan. Is that you, Ethan? F7133. Is that you, buddy? Yo, I'm captured by Marmar. Captured by Marmar. I called you out like a million times, buddy. You're gonna have to wait till the next round. Ethan, I see you, buddy. What are you shooting on, Ethan? We'll come back to you, Marmar. Ethan, what are you shooting on, Ethan? Ethan is shooting on an R7. Most of these are on the 200 DK. Sell my gear. So right now, oh, you're not even working right now, bro. Why you sell your stuff, man? Ooh, these are a little grungy. Let's do portraits. They're a little soft too. I'm not totally. Oh, here we go. Let's go back. Go to the beginning. Yeah, a little dark. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. I like the framing and I like your the composition. This one not so much. Are you doing any kind of cleanup on the skin? Like, I definitely would have cleaned up her skin a little bit. You know, for those of you guys that are taking portraits, like, feel free to either edit or don't edit, but there are some things like skin imperfections like this that the thinking really is like, you want your portraiture and your portrait work to be shown to other people that say, hey, I want my picture taken by him as well, right? And if you show this picture to another model or somebody that, you know, they want their picture taken by you, and they see, maybe this model doesn't care, but they see that, hey, you didn't even go in and clean up her image or her skin like at all, you didn't do her any favors, they're gonna think twice about hiring you as a as their photographer, right? So it doesn't take much. Once you're already in the edit, cleaning up somebody's skin is really easy. Now, I'm not asking about doing any kind of glam makeup kind of stuff where you're doing a bunch of retouching. That's not what I'm saying. But some stuff is definitely, I think, an absolute must. Look at this urban car photography. This looks cool. Valid. Yeah, and that's if your goal is to like get hired more. So this kind of like little tidbit isn't just for you, Ethan, it's for everybody that's in here. Like, if you're not going in, you want to represent people in your photos in their best light. You know, that specific model might not care, but these photos aren't for that model, especially if they're on your website, your portfolio site. The car photos are kind of cool. Dumpsters. For the longest time, I can't understand why people take photos at dumpsters. These are kind of cool. Yeah, these are kind of cool. This one's way too dark. I think I know what you were trying to do here. It didn't work. It didn't work. There is such a thing as too dark. Did you have access to this car, or did you just find it on the street? If you had access to this car, you need to turn on the headlights. Or was this car just parked somewhere and you spotted it? Found it on the street. Got it. That makes sense. Anytime that you take photos of cars and you have access to them, make sure that they turn on their lights. Yeah, turn on, get their headlights and get their lights turned on. Let's see one more category, Ethan. What else you got in here? Everything beach and ocean. Let's check this out. Ooh, look at this, dude. This is nice work. You're shooting on an R7. Why did you sell your camera, dude? You should get it back. This one's a little too bloomy. It's still kind of cool though. I probably would have cropped this in a little bit. You see all this negative white space up here? There's nothing here. There's no detail. So I would have like punched in just a little bit more to make the whole frame a little bit more interesting. This is nice. This is nice wallpaper right here. Yeah, great work. I would have played around with the composition on this to see if I can find a couple more angles. Very cool though. Nice framing. I wish that they were facing you. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Yeah, cool stuff. Nice work, Ethan. Get your camera back, buddy. Get your camera back. All right, Marmar. I know that you were here. Marmar. I take it. GG's. Yeah, GG's, Ethan. Those were nice. Yeah, hell yeah, they were nice. All right, so who the hell's Marmar? You guys don't have Captured by Marmar is on TikTok, right? And who is Captured by Marmar on YouTube? I'm here. All right, what are you shooting on, bro? I appreciate you sticking around. I don't have YouTube. Then how did you subscribe to the YouTube channel? Because we're only doing reviews for people that subscribe to YouTube. Mario Martinez. Well, it isn't my name on YouTube. It's my regular name. SWVA, what's up, man? Renee, I'm gonna get roasted. Nah. Visuals. You were here earlier, right? Earlier this morning. I think you're a pro, bro. Yeah. I appreciate you coming back. Yeah, if you got to subscribe on YouTube. What's your name? What's your name on YouTube? That's the cost. It's a free review. The only cost is that you have to came for a roast. I did check out a couple of your Instagram posts. They were pretty fire, bro. They were pretty fire. Can I be next? There you guys can literally see the queue right in front of you. Timothy on YouTube. Gotcha. Mario Pena on YouTube. All right. Instagram. Search. What are you shooting on? What did you say you're shooting on? Marmar? Sony A7 III. All right, cool. Another Sony today. Sony A7 III. All right, everybody. This is captured by Marmar shooting with an A7 III. Nice shot, dude. These are cool. I like this one a lot. This one's not my favorite. I like if you're ever shooting, you're using one of those starburst filters. Those are kind of cool. If ever I'm taking a photograph of somebody taking a shot, I'd like the ball to be in frame. You know, so chances are that you probably have this photo a couple of shots before where the ball is somewhere in frame. So if you're going to post something with like a jump shot like this, make sure that the ball is in the frame. This is epic too. Love this. Nice work, dude. These are great. We're going to just take a look at the Instagram. Is this a shirt or did you like superimpose this on the back of his shirt? It shows up when he's showing DMs. These are nice too. And this, I do like this one a lot. You cut off the tip of his finger, but that's okay. The only criticism, like I made earlier, this one works because you're punched in on him a lot. But if the ball was in frame, this is really sharp though, man. Nice work. Yeah, these are. There we go. There we go. Yeah, those are cool. All right, basketball. Let's see what other sport we got. We got football. This is all basketball. I got some football stuff here. Nice, dude. I usually say that the backs of people's heads are not that exciting. This one's pretty good. But if you have like 4 or 5 of these shots in one set, that's a no-no. Very cool. How long have you been shooting, bro? Yeah, these are nice, dude. Putting in work. What lens do you have? Love the black and white edit. Yeah, the black and whites are nice too. FG Chaviero, thank you for hanging out on Twitch. Yeah, these are excellent, dude. Yeah, the tones are great. The tones are great. I think my favorite photo so far has been probably this one, even though it's pretty simple. But it's still really nice. What is that painting? The Alexander, where they're like touching fingers, you know? That's what that kind of reminds me of. But so far I've liked, what, there was another one in here that was really nice. This one's epic. Yeah, you know what you're doing, bro. You know what you're doing. We got women's field hockey. Let's see what you can do here. Michelangelo. Yeah, exactly. Composition's good. You're not cutting anybody's feet off. The colors all look excellent. The creation of Adam. Is that what it is? Yeah, that's epic. Yeah, these are all nice, man. I like that you keep the color. Look at this one. Yeah, great framing, dude. Whatever it is that you're doing, man, keep doing it, buddy. I'm going to be photographing some soccer in a couple of weeks from now. Oh, this guy. This guy, somebody said, who was that yesterday? Somebody was like, you're probably wondering how I ended up here. You know, this guy got fucking juked on this one. Yeah, very cool. All right, let's do one more. Let's see. We got these guys in football pads. You got another sport in here? You got baseball or anything? I'm trying to see. You got another sport. And then here you got some old stuff. You got some older stuff, but you definitely seen some improvement over the past couple of years. This one, the aspect ratio got weird on you. I think YouTube definitely failed you on this upload. Visuals, thank you for the gift. Appreciate it. God bless. God bless. Renee, thank you for the GGs. GGs for Mr. Marmar, everybody. Shooting with an A7 III. Yeah, some really nice shots, man. This is captured by Marmar, aka Mario Pena, shooting with an A7 III. Next up, for those of you guys that are curious about the queue is right here. Make sure, guys, to only send one. Next up is Ethan. Or we already did Ethan, I think. Yeah, we did Ethan. Renee is next. Make sure to only send one message, because if you send multiple messages, your name goes back up to the top. So we can't see it on TikTok. What do you mean? Renee, you're up next, Renee. 5 away from 4,000 followers, you guys. 5 away. Let me refresh this. Let me see. 5 away from 4,000. We're about to hit it. Mia, what up, Mia? How are you? Thanks for coming back. Shot by Chubbs. I think we already did Renee. We did you yesterday, didn't we? I remember that name. Did you add new stuff? Shot by Chubbs is shooting with an A7 IV. No, we never did. What do you mean? Did you leave or something? You called him, but he wasn't here. You abandoned us. All right, no worries, no worries. No worries. For those of you guys that are hanging out over on TikTok, make sure to go over to my YouTube channel to subscribe. I am 5 away from 4,000 and I need your guys' help to get there. Could really appreciate your assistance. He is here now, though. Yeah, it's all good. We got it. We got it. Shot by Chubbs. Which one are you? Is it Shot by Chubbs or Shots by Chubbs? Is this you with the donut? A creative dad out of Dallas, Texas, shooting with an A7 IV. These are your pinned posts. I always look at when these were added. February, nice. Nothing happened here. I like this photo. What's your YouTube? You can find my YouTube in the link in bio on my profile page. I'd like to see more photos in each set right here. Oh, this is the guy from Tokyo Drift, Han. I wonder if you know what's it like in Tokyo. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the single photos, not gonna lie. The photos are cool though. The photos are cool. Yeah, you got some really nice composition, man. Nice straight horizons. The colors all look really, really nice. Here we go. So this is what I was talking about earlier with a jump shot. Like if you're going to do a jump shot, unless you did that like super punched in one that also worked, typically you want to have the basketball, the ball, the object in the frame. Thank you. I will change that. Yeah, Renee, it's not that your stuff isn't bad. That's not what I'm getting at all. Shot by Chubbs, that's Renee, right? I just want to see more photos. You know, I want to see more of your work because this is some good stuff. So yeah, it's all fire. Look at this, dude. I would frame this, dude. I would make another composition right here. What are you shooting with, an A7 IV? Yeah, I'd punch in on this a little bit too and make another frame right here. You know what I mean? Yeah, I just want to see more of your work, really. Wow, look at this. And this is me being really critical. This is a great photo. Me just being hyper critical. I would probably give her a little bit more room on this toe right here on the edge of the frame. Not much, just like maybe like a finger's length away so it's not so close to the edge. How do you feel about matted black? I love matted black and white, dude. I black and white a lot of my photos because you know the trick, right? If the photo doesn't work, turn it in black and white and all of a sudden it's like it makes the photo work. And in gymnasiums, you know what I mean? In gymnasiums it works. See, I like crunchy black and white. I like both of them. What I don't like when they do black and white is when they add like a green kind of tint to it. If it's going to be black and white, I like it to be black and white. I feel like I'm getting better with sport pics, but I can't use them in my. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. But at least you have the skill, you know? Maybe you can't use it in your portfolio, but nobody can take away that skill, you know? So another great jump shot here. Look at this. Yeah. This is the opposite of the lady with the tennis. I guess you can see her reflection right here. This one works too, actually, yeah. When I get my 70 to 200. I'm going to be shooting soccer in a couple of weeks, a middle school soccer game. It's for a makeup artist that I met a while back. Has a son that's in a competitive league. And I just messaged her out of the blue. I haven't seen her since like Thanksgiving or so. And I said, hey, I know your son is in a soccer league. Can I go out and photograph him? And she was like, hell yeah. She was like, fucking right, you can. Oh, look at this one. This is nice. It's a nice video. Nice little piece. Yeah, let me like, I think so far my favorite photo was this one. And then I like this one a lot, dude. This one was excellent. I would get another frame of this right here. Like right up here. Maybe just the hands, you know? Did you charge her? Did I charge her? No, free. No, free, 100%. If I ever asked to photograph somebody and I reach out to them, I'm doing it. It's not all altruistic, right? Like I'm doing it with something behind it. And in this case, I'd like to practice my own type of photography, sports photography in this case, and I'd like to improve that skill. So because I don't have children or somebody that's in high school or anything, like I don't have access to, this is going to sound weird, I don't have access to children. So I can't, like, it's not accessible to me. It's not something that I do often. I guess I could go to like University City and like film practice and stuff like that, but would it be grainy? This one, that's why I was asking earlier. You were shooting with an A7 IV. I think you might be able to get away with it. You might be able to get away with it. And because it's in black and white, even a little bit of grain would be fine. But that would just be what I would do, you know? TikTok is popping. 16 viewers, yeah. 16 viewers is pretty normal for my streams. Usually when these go crazy, there's like 40, 50, 60 people. And that's crazy is that this type of live isn't even that popular. There's another kind of live that I do that's super popular. All right, GG's everybody. This was Shot by Chubbs. Shot by Chubbs is a Dallas, Texas photographer shooting with an A7 IV. GG's. Yeah, definitely some nice work, man. Definitely some nice work. All right, next up, for those of you guys curious in the queue, next up is we got Avion. Avion is submitting a video, right? Is there any music in it? I can't show music. For videos, we'll do the first 90 seconds or so. Visuals, thank you so much. Dreamless, yeah, but it's copyright free. All right, cool. Brother. All right, let's check it out. We're gonna do the first 90 seconds. Dreamless behavior. Can you tell us a little bit about this video, how you filmed it, what your part in it was, and just a little bit of backstory while I load this up? You can skip the intro logo part. All right. You said this was a class project? It's a short horror film I did with a couple friends. I co-wrote the script and was lead cam. Nice. It was my senior project to graduate. Sick. What camera and gear did you use to film this? This is that kind of info is what these nerds want to know about.
We have to finish this tonight. If we walk out now, then we're gonna fail later.
Did you guys hear that? You guys hear that fuzzy noise? I don't know if you guys can make it out on the stream, but that sounds like feedback. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's intentional or not, but it does cut out. And like that is something that if it's not intentional, it was definitely an oversight.
We have to
You hear that buzzing and then it cuts out all of a sudden.
finish this tonight. If we
The cutout of it makes it me think that it wasn't intentional. unless it gets faded in. So if it is intentional, it wasn't executed
Walk out
as
now,
best as
then
it
we're
could.
gonna fail later. Finals doesn't care how much work we put in, as long as it's finished.
Yeah,
Right, because
it
staying in
needed
this
to
one
fade.
secret of a school is definitely gonna help us finish.
Can we just finish this tomorrow? This place is just so unsettling to me.
I don't know, man. It's not just the old building. There's something off about this vibe.
It looks great. It's well lit. The the camera guy giggled. If you listen, he like chuckled a little bit. You hear that? Yeah. Yeah. You guys are having fun. It's all good. Listen to it. See that?
I don't know, that blackout was too much for me.
Eddie's not wrong. There's something off about this place.
Let's just all panic. Ooh, someone's coming after us. Spooky!
Here it is, the latest batch from the crew.
This better be the last one.
I'd love to lie to you, but we both know that Jashina's still arguing about lighting, Eddie's terrified, and Kareem thinks the building's haunted.
Well, business as usual, isn't it?
Pretty decent. Pretty decent. It's well lit. It's well lit. Very dark, boy. I think you should adjust your stream for TikTok so we can see you and the video well. You guys, very dark, boy. You can go over to YouTube and or Twitch or Kick. Also, if you want to watch this video, you can swipe right on your screen and you should be able to get rid of the chat. Yeah, I provide multiple ways for you to watch this stream in a horizontal format. So feel free to jump over there if you're not satisfied with the way that I have set it up. All right. Yeah, I like the lighting. There was a couple. I know. What'd you get? Hold on. Excuse me. Yesterday we did a review of somebody's video and I forgot to ask them what grade they got. Do you mind sharing what was your final grade on this? An A-. Solid, dude. Fucking right. Yeah, I liked it. I liked the lighting. It was well lit. The acting is the acting, you know, there's nothing to critique on that. You guys are just having, but the one thing that I did notice was a couple of, like, the laugh of the person, the sound effects probably could be layered a little bit different. Sound design is a whole nother animal, right? So there's a whole people get paid full-time salaries just to be sound designers, right? So there was that. The handheld movement, there was a lot of handheld. It's my opinion, and maybe some other people that are cinematographer, videographers can chime in on this, but like, it's my opinion that more than like 75% of a film shots need to be on sticks. You know what I mean? You know, they're supposed to be on sticks. So too much hand holding is supposed to, like, handheld shots supposed to be like intentional. But then again, this is supposed to be a horror film, which kind of gives you that unease, that unnervingness, you know? So I think it works, but I dug it. I definitely would have given you an A for this with my completely untrained eye, but there were some things that I did pick out pretty easily. Yeah, I know, but I appreciate the feedback for sure. We plan to fix in the future, so all critiques are appreciated. Keep it up, dude. There's not a lot of people that are actually creating work. You know, everybody's too chicken shit to like put themselves out there. So even most of you guys submitting your portfolio for reviews, your work that you've that you work your work that you submitted is already a big deal, right? So kudos, man. Love the shit. GG's. Dreamless behavior. Yeah, definitely dug it. Definitely dug it. Thank you so much for coming back and submitting this. Next up, Klevica. Klevica. GG's. Yeah. Klevica is here, mostly shoots Canon R5. Nice. 3 more followers on YouTube are needed, you guys. If you are on TikTok and haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please consider doing so. I need 3 more to hit 4,000 for today. Canon R5. I think this is the first Canon. Oh no, there's another Canon. Canon R7. Klevica says, trying to get my creative spark back, been burnt out. That happens, man. That happens. I usually take like a nice break, like a nice weekend off just to reset. You know, whenever I have that kind of feeling, because it happens to all of us. Creativity is not like an infinite, like, you know, an infinite thing. It can definitely run out. I think somebody else in the chat before was mentioning that they have experienced something similar. You just get burnt out. It happens. All right, this is Klevica, photographer, videographer out of New England, shooting with a Canon R5. You see this little blue check mark up here, boys? Boys and girls? That means that Klevica means business. And Klevica's getting paid too. Nice work. Yeah, weddings. These are great, dude. So let me ask you this, Klevica, and you don't have to get too specific, but on average, what does your services cost for a bride and groom? Like, what will these pictures, roughly speaking, or get specific if you can? I can tell you that mine, if somebody books me for their wedding, I'm charging about $3,500 to $5,000. Oh, you display your websites, your prices on your website. Interesting. I would never. I would never publicly display my prices. I'd like you to look. I'm increasing them next week. What are they? We'll go to your website after this, because I'm gonna take a guess, and don't get offended if I get it wrong. I'm gonna guess that for this level of work, you could probably charge $3,000 to $4,000 for sure, depending on the deliverables. If I was you in New England, I would be charging $4,000 for sure. Also, this is me basing off of a different market because I'm in Philadelphia, right? So New England might be a little different, but I'm assuming there's plenty of opportunities up in New England. Every time I go above 3K for 8 hours, I let harder to get leads. Yeah. That'll happen. But that means that you're doing less work and you're spending more time on it. What I would do is I would still continue to have those lower end prices, but just slowly add more deliverables, not time wise. But when you get like higher, when you get higher in prices, why I charge 5,000 is because I hire an assistant and I hire a second photographer, and each of them I give them $1,000 each, and then I keep 3 for an example. So that's why I'm charging that much, because I'm breaking off money to other people. And now you still keep your $3,000 that you're making, right? You offloaded literally 75% of the work that you by having an assistant to lug around gear, make sure everything's kosher, and then having a second photographer, right? But yeah, I would definitely be in the 3 to 4 range for sure. Yeah, and the thing that I like about your photos here, you know what I would do, man? This photo, this portrait right here, it looks like you're at, if this is you, it looks like you're at the dancing portion of the wedding. I would probably redo this profile picture to be a little bit more wedding. It looks like right here you're at a rave. You know what I mean? But then I go into your page and it's strictly all like wedding stuff. So I would probably adjust this right here. Just food for thought, you know? You also offer a photo booth now. Okay, cool. Yeah, these are all excellent, man. These are all excellent. If a bride received these photos, dude, she would shit her pants or her dress. Whoa. Yeah, a bride and a groom would be ecstatic. This one's a little blown out, but that's probably Instagram not doing you any favors. Are these women gay? Lovely stuff, man. Yeah, beautiful stuff. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. These are excellent. I really appreciate it. Yeah, these are excellent, dude. Let's look at your website real quick. All right, so this up here, bro, this is awful. All of this shit, this text, I would clean this up. I would clean this up. This is a great photo. I would get rid of all this up here, whatever all this is. Keep this photo and check your date availability right there. This looks a little messy. This looks a little too messy for what you're offering, you know? Nobody wants to meet the team. Reviews, keep it. Video combo. This is you want to minimize the amount of computer looks bland. 90% of my leads are on their phone. It doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. You need to optimize for everywhere that you are, regardless of the platform. All of this is great. All of this is fine. But this is the first thing that people see. Because what if I'm a bride that's looking for? It needs to be optimized for everything. That's a weak excuse right there. It's like, oh, but I'm not looking for people on a computer. What? Of course you are. You need to optimize for everything. And yeah, don't get too defensive about my criticism. These are just observations that you can easily clean up. Because your work is clean, dude. Let me see your prices. Where are they? Photography by K pricing. Jesus Christ. If you're successful with getting businesses like this, man, this is tough right here, dude. I took a course from a wedding photographer a long time ago. What was his name? I forgot his name, but I took his course, and one of the things, he had all these templates, and I guess what I'm trying to allude to here is, yeah, this is craziness right here. What I'm trying to allude to here is, like, you want to decrease the friction of somebody making a decision. So right here, in order for me, okay, oh, 2,600. Okay, now I have to read. Okay. Oh, 3,000. Okay, let me go over here and let me take out my notes. And you've added several layers of decisions right there and choices that they have to navigate, that you want them to make a choice now. So and this is coming from this course that I took, that I spent I think I paid like $1,500 for this. I buy courses all the time, mind you, by the way. You want them to pick up a phone and call you. You want them to call you. It's like, hey, when is the date? When is the offer? And then walk them through this. So before they call you in this scenario that you got going on, they have to read through all of this stuff. And then they have to call you. You know what I mean? So that's why I would clean up. Like if I go back to your homepage, so there was some solid some stuff right there that you could probably review and look over tonight. I would clean this top thing up, and I would make the first button that they can click, call me, contact me. You need it to be simple. Contact me. Here's a Calendly link. Let's book a 30-minute call. You find out what they need. And then at the end of the call, they're going to say, how much would you charge for what I'm looking for? And then you can say, this right here, what you've said, what you've needed is $3,000. Oh, and by the way, I'm also going to include a second shooter, or I'm going to include a highlight reel. You know what I mean? And then you say your price like that. But again, it's your business. You can run it the way that you want to run it. But my head hurt when I looked at this. I'm like, fuck, I'm not reading all this shit right here. And it's not because I'm not interested in booking a photographer, but this is too much friction. It's too much friction. Because your work is nice, dude. Your work is solid. Yeah, if I was a bride, dude, I'd be happy as shit if I got pictures that look like this. You kidding me? You don't want to call? What? I'd rather them just call or text or call me, but a lot don't want to talk. Then you don't want to work with them. Then you don't want to work with them because they are window shoppers. You know what I mean? The people that you get to call you, you know that you've already got them 90% of the way there. Now you guys just need to be aligned on what you can deliver, and if their prices match if your prices match their budget, right? Yeah. If they don't want to call you, you don't want to talk to them either. Yeah. Let me see if I can find that. I'm sure that you've seen them. Do you watch a lot of wedding photographers YouTube channels? I'm sure that you've seen them. There's like there's like two guys. One of them's like a black guy, and the other guy's a white guy. He's a Canadian, I think. Wedding photographer. But I took his course a couple years ago, and I still might have his course actually. I forget his name. It should come up. One of them was this guy. He has like twists in his hair. Yo, I even come up for wedding photos. That's crazy. I can't find him right now. Wedding photographer. Let's do this. Anyways, he's pretty popular on here. Vanessa Joy does a lot of weddings too. John Branch. That's the black guy that I've watched tons of his videos. Taylor Jackson, this guy right here. So this guy, I've taken his course. He sells like for $1,500. And I recommend taking courses like this. This guy's pretty good. His YouTube channel is pretty solid. But literally when I first started doing weddings, like I studied this guy, took his course, bought his presets, learned his editing style, learned everything that I could, studied his websites, studied everything. This guy books like $20,000 weddings though. You know what I mean? So yeah. What was his name again? I already forgot it. But anyways, all right. That's GG's for Klevica. Brother. Appreciate you. That's goals. Yeah, he does destination weddings. His weddings involve like helicopters dropping off the bride, you know? Like his stuff is like really elaborate, like $20,000, $30,000 weddings kind of stuff. Taylor Jackson. Yeah. Have you heard of him? Yeah, Taylor Jackson, exactly. And then there was another one that I said, I already forgot that guy. The black guy with the twists. Yeah, he does a lot of stuff too. All right, moving on. GG's for Klevica, wedding photographer. Oh, and then the last thing that I said was that maybe consider changing your profile picture to something a little bit more wedding, like a wedding portrait, you know? Something to consider. Something to consider because it doesn't match your look, the look of your feed. All right, moving on to the next person. All right, guys, we are 2 people away. If there are 2 people on TikTok that have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so. Really need your help. Excuse me, need your help to get there. I was going for a John Wick wedding photographer theme, but I agree. Well, and I get that, and like I don't want to like smash on your creativity because it does look like that. But who? Let's see. Are there any women in the chat right now? Men and women, I guess I should ask generally, but like typically, who looks for wedding photographers? Is it the men or is it the women? Or is it the mother of the bride, or is it like who is the person that's looking for wedding photographers, right? I would say women usually, right? Women mostly. So like would they care that your profile photo looks like a John Wick? You know what I mean? So one of the reasons why on my Instagram and my website and stuff like that, I have my profile to be like generally softer tones because I also want to attract women that are business owners, right? So mine isn't like neon pink and like neon blue, teal, cyberpunk kind of colors. Like I want like a softer kind of look, right? So yeah, think of your avatar, bro. Think of your avatar and your ideal client. So very simple stuff to implement, you know? Do I offer one? I do have one-on-one offers session, like consulting calls, but I don't really pitch that kind of stuff because I'm trying to give back to you guys in a way. But if you guys are interested in a one-on-one call or just hang out with me on my lives, I go live often enough. Next up is Dame. Visions by Dame. If anybody is interested in one-on-ones, you guys can find it in my link in bio. Yeah, that's the first 2 offers that I have. If you happen to be interested, again, not a hard pitch or anything. Dame, we in here, Dame. All right, Visions by Dame. Dame, what are you shooting on, bro? A74. A74. All right, cool. A lot of Sony today. Sony's definitely winning. Visions by Dame. Thanks for hanging out over on YouTube, by the way. Appreciate it. It's the best camera in my opinion. The A7 is pretty nice. Ooh, look, we got a car photographer, y'all. Ooh, Konoko. I forgot what that stands for. Konoko. I think these are chemicals, right? The periodic table. CONOCO. I forget. Lou, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. A nice Audi. Do you have a CPL filter, Dame? I think you can benefit from a CPL filter just to cut down some of the reflections. Oh, it looks like you're using a is this a bloom filter? Black mist? Or did you add that in post? Nice. You know how to shoot a car, bro. Look at this. Wow. Yes, I do have a CPL and a black mist. I was looking at this one, Dame, and it looks like there's a lot of reflections. I know it's hard to cut out a lot of them, like 100% of them, but it looked like these white reflections here. Oftentimes too, I notice, and I'll speak for myself on this, when I'm using a CPL filter, I just put it on and I forget to rotate it to actually like rotate it to make sure that the CPL is working properly. I have Timothy Brooks. I have an everyday filter and it is really nice. The short stash one. Short stash is doing some nice stuff recently. I think I have 2 of his filters. These are excellent, dude. Yeah, do you get paid for these? Are you getting do you work professionally? You can just call me. Oh, your visuals. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. You don't have the same at over on YouTube? Yeah, yeah, do you work for do you work as a professional photographer? Visions by Dame? Because you should be. Gerald, what up, Gerald? Yeah, I get paid. Not much of a car scene where I'm at. Trying to move eventually to get paid more. Yeah. One thing for like that I've noticed, because I've reviewed a lot of car people, and I think the consensus is that car people don't have a lot of money to spend on photographers because they spend all their money on the cars. So they usually all of their money is invested inside of their car that they don't have enough money to pay like pay well enough for a photographer, right? Someone was trying to connect with me and I literally said, "How do I spell envisions?" Trying to, what do you mean? Car people don't like to pay a lot? Exactly, dude. Exactly. You know, it's funny that you say that because I've heard that so many times from car people that they're same thing with musicians, but musicians musicians that are just starting out, most of them are like don't have a lot of money at all to begin with either, you know, so they just can't afford it. But if you like photographing cars and photographing like making music videos and stuff, it's always a good idea to, but don't expect, I guess, as the creative on the creative side to do the branding to get paid a good amount, you know? I forgot how to spell envisioned. Did you book the job, Mia? These are all sick photos though, bro. This is a nice portfolio. By the way, this reminds me, this portfolio, and same with Klevica that was here earlier. Like when you guys are creating a Instagram that you want to serve as your portfolio, like make sure that your Instagram is highly curated for the type of work that you want to get hired for. Like this is excellent. I was networking. Oh, Mia, you know what I got? A company reached out to me, DOT, and they sent me one of their smart business cards. I have a bunch of them now, but they're not that expensive. They work great. I actually used it the other day for the lady and the dog at the park in Rittenhouse Square. They're like, "How do I get that photo?" And I pulled out my fancy pink card and I said, "All you got to do is scan this." I want to learn how to take and edit pictures like that. Yeah, car photography is, I don't want to say it's easy. Definitely not easy. I think it's cool. Car photography's sick, dude. I like cars. Do some motorcycle. Visions by Dame, bro. I got nothing for you, man. These are all tremendous, dude. These are all excellent. Maybe on this one, it looks like Instagram didn't do you any favors, but this guy right here is a little too close to the edge of the frame. But you're a car photographer, man. What a beautiful backdrop, too. This is excellent, dude. I just use my Instagram QR code. Yeah, that works too. That works too. I always go super far back, bro. You don't have a lot of shit here. You got to get some more stuff up here. You're not giving me a lot of options to look at, dude. No, but for real talk, dude, these are great. These are great. I got nothing for you, man. I wish I could take car photos like this. You know what I wish? I wish I had access to cars like this so I could photograph. Maybe I'll add that on my list next time. If I ever see, I'll go to a car meet. And then I'll see if anybody's cool, or if I know anybody with a cool car. And I'll ask them to introduce me to some other people. Yeah, the trees were great, dude. Those were excellent too. Yeah, we always want to have our headlights on. I can tell you that, though. Yeah, especially cool cars. Exactly right. Exactly right. This used to be one of my dream cars, a Nissan. I don't think I'm cool enough to drive a car like this, though. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This would be my car. Missing parts and shit. Oh, I guess it's not missing parts. It's so that it's like lighter. I would just say, ooh, neat. Cool car, bro. Yeah. My favorite photo was definitely this truck. This truck was definitely my favorite. Clean edit. Everybody, this is Visions by Dame shooting with an A7 IV. What lens are you using? The comments. There's a lot of comments. I drive a truck like that. Yeah, it's a cool truck. Yeah, definitely a cool truck. All right, next up we got, who do we got? For those of you guys that are just joining, we need one more follower on YouTube. So there is one more slot for a review. After I hit 4,000, we're done. Done for the night. Everybody that's in the queue is obviously going to get a review, but after we're at 3,999. Woohoo! Almost there. Vision's got a 20 millimeter G Master. You don't see that lens too often. Luis Herrera just gave me a follow. Will that do the 4,000? Will that be the 4,000? Let's check. Nope, not yet. There it is, 4,001. We did it, you guys. Fucking right, man. I do appreciate all of you guys. I do appreciate all of you. 4,000 fucking followers on YouTube, man. Good shit. Good shit. GG's. Yay, we did it, dude. 4K, yeah. I can't believe it. That's really awesome. All right, so let's close up the portfolio reviews. We're not taking any more. All right, let's go through these next. Visuals, you're up next, buddy. TA Visuals. What are you shooting with, TA Visuals? You were here earlier this morning too. You caught the early stream. Got to 10K on IG and it felt good for no reason. It does feel good, man. You know why it feels good, bro? To me, is because I made it a goal for myself. That's it. You know, at the very beginning of the month, I was like just a little over 3,000, and I've been going live twice a day, every day for 30 days or close to 30 days just to hit that goal. I had a goal of 8,000 on TikTok, and I started at like 65, and I made that like a couple days ago. So it was just like my own little milestones, you know? Even if nothing happens, which I don't expect anything to happen, I'm still pumped, you know? And it's a damn grind. I see my man. All right. TA Visuals. I know that you are a DP, a camera operator, and a content creator. You're using a red Komodo. You need a check mark, bro. You need to be officially official. This looks like Vegas. I've been here before. Epic shot. What is this? Is this a campaign you were working on? Yeah. It is Vegas. Yeah. Can you tell me what project you were working on here? This is very cool. Western fashion. Very cool. Let's watch one of his videos. I can't do sound because I'll get copywritten. But let's see. Ooh. What lenses did this effect right here with like the circular bokeh? Do you guys see that? You guys see how it's like, I don't know how to describe it. Is that that's not an anamorphic lens, right? Lomography rehab. So it's an old ass lens. Petsville. You see all these fancy words, you guys? You see? That's how we know that we're not worthy. We are not worthy. Sir, aspherical and rehoused. Aspherical. Yeah. I've seen some lenses that can do, you know, somebody was trying to tell me that there's a company that does rehoused Sigma lenses, and I forget who it was or who does that, but they were like super beefy lenses. They took like Sigma glass and Sigma and rehoused it into a cinema lens. Look at this. Wow. What were you doing here? Is this Fox an actor? Or did you see this out in the wild? I've seen this backdrop before. Yeah, I've seen this backdrop on YouTube before. LOL, nah, it was just a domesticated on the set in Colorado. Excellent stuff, dude. Let me see some of your actual work, though. Look at all this equipment, dude. You know how much one of these sets costs, man? These sets are like hundreds of thousands of dollars, dude. All the labor right here. Where you work, does all of these people, are they all on in unions? That was somewhere in California above LA in the desert. Excuse me. I've seen that set before. I've seen that set somewhere before. Is this you? Who is you? Are you behind the camera or? Look at all this gear. Look at all these tube lights. Ooh. How many people on how many people are on set on a production this size? Non-union, I hired them. Nice. On a production like this, Visions, how many people are on set? Beautiful work, dude. I like this one. That was like 7. A lot of people, man. That's a good idea for a shot. I can do that shot. The one on the vacuum cleaner. I'm planning out a YouTube video for my studio in my living room. That's a cool way to get a cool shot. Yeah, I'm gonna actually try to remember that. Now that I hit 4,000, I can relax, dude. Tomorrow's April 1st. I'm on vacation. Friction arms are so good. I use this brand called iFootage friction arms, and I have them everywhere. They're by iFootage. I think they're an American brand, but they are really, really nice. I trust them with like heavy stuff. You have them? Yeah, they're a little expensive. They're like $120, $80 for a friction arm, but I trust them with my heavier lenses and lights and stuff. Bro, I got nothing to tell you, man. You should be teaching us. Yeah. The real beast FM. You're what up, buddy? Yeah, is that what mine is? The Cobras? I think so. Cobras. I have a monopod that's a Cobra from iFootage. Not sure if those friction arms or magic arms are from Cobra as well. Thank you. You know what's cool, man, is on these I like to really see the BTS. This is the kind of stuff, you see this image, everybody here that's sitting in chat. When people ask me how they can get more stable footage, I always think of images like this. I'm like, do you understand that like to get like really steady footage, people in like the cinema world and like in actual production sets aren't relying on IBIS, on in-body image stabilization? Buy a 4D. You could buy a 4D, yeah. A 4D 4D is actually not too bad. 7,000 for that. I really like the images where models look up towards the sky and tall build. That's pretty cool. How long is the queue? The queue is actually closed. We have a couple more people to go. Exxon Tonic NYA. Thank you for hanging out though, but the queue is going to be closed for the rest of the night. We got some more people to go through. But I do go live often, so if you'd like a review later and we're doing them, you can jump in. Yeah, this is the kind of image I'm like, you guys have no idea on a production set what's required to get like stable footage. Gyro flow is so good. Yeah, this is probably what, like 15, 20, $30,000 here. And what is this even attached to? A vehicle? Yeah, look at this. A fucking Bronco. This is easily, I'm gonna guess over 100 grand, dude. Yeah, I think the arm was like 60K. Yeah, you fucking kidding me, dude? Insane, dude. How can I get stable footage? I'm gonna show them your account, TA Visuals. Oh, cows. There we go. Look at this. Yeah. It's like, bro, is IBIS a deal breaker? Is no IBIS a deal breaker? Hey, my kitty's coming into the shot. Hey, kitty. Hey, kitty. Nobody wants to see your butt, kitty. Nobody wants to see your butt, kitty. Shut up, kitty. Is this your red? What a cool camera, dude. Are reds easy to use? I've never held a red before. Reds are pretty complex. You're saying, yeah, it is super easy to use? Is it? The UI kind of pisses me off. I've never used one. I can tell you that using my cinema camera for the first time, I'm still kind of confused on it, man. What the fuck's going on here? Some stop motion. Look at this. And they overheat all the time. Do they overheat? I've never heard that. I thought they were pretty good cameras. Yeah, bro. I got nothing for you, Visions. I got nothing for you, bro, except your shit's fucking fire. 12K followers. Solid, bro. GG's TA visuals. You know what you're doing, broski. That was my cell phone, kitty. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna spend some more time on your account off stream for sure. All right, bye, Seb. Seb, are you in here still? Bye, Seb1. Appreciate it, bro. GG's everybody for Mr. Visuals Lob. Yes, sir. What are you shooting on? Bye, Seb. It's Instagram. Got it. Yeah, no problem. What are you shooting on? Sony 67. Six, 7. Six, 7, yeah. Oh, bro, these are nice, dude. Let me crack my door open. My cat is freaking out right now. 1 second. I have a couple of cats and they're not friends. They fight each other all the time. I just got the A7R5 today. Is that okay? It's okay with me. Yeah, it's okay with me that you bought it. Everybody, this is Seb Visuals. Thank you so much for the stickers. A lot of gifts tonight. Really appreciate that, guys. Today was a good day. March was a good month. Hit a lot of goals. Really, really happy. Look at this. This is kind of cool. Nice color grade on it. The composition, either Instagram didn't do you any favors or you imported this as like multimedia. The color grade is kind of cool, but Instagram messed you up on this upload. All of these uploads look weird. Is it good for everything? It's good for a lot. Yeah, good for a lot. No camera is good for everything. I feel like I've seen this picture before. Why are you uploading in this aspect ratio, or does this look different on the app? Seb. If you're going to upload to Instagram and this isn't being done by the platform, make sure that you are using the proper aspect ratio. Yeah, you got to make sure that these are optimized. You're optimizing it for the platform you're posting on. So the photos look cool. The photos definitely are cool. You're doing a nice job with them. But they are cropped all weird. These are all videos. Did you film that in 60 FPS? It looks like you are using your handheld here, and then you use some warp stabilizer. You can see because of the way that it's like it's in 24. What did you use to edit it? Yeah. If you want to slow it down, make sure your film you have a 6700, so I'm pretty sure it shoots in 4K 60 or 1080 60, right? No crop. DaVinci. Got it. Yeah, when you want shots like this, just bump it up to 4K 60 or 1080 60 or 1080 120. And those movements that you have, like when you're like panning to the side, look a lot smoother, and you don't have to use as much. Just practice. Gimbals don't solve everybody's problem. You definitely need more posts. You said you just started recently, but get your ass out there and get some more work up here. All solid though. Yeah, really cool photos for just starting like not too long ago. Solid, dude. And then optimize your photo post for Instagram. So this is, you're taking it right out. Make sure that you're cropping for the platform that you're posting on. Instagram takes 1x1 and what is it, 4x5? Is that right, chat? What does Instagram take? 4x5? I forget the exact measurements. Yeah, 4x5. Northeast Georgia. Nice. There's a big car scene. I was in Georgia a couple years last year, I think. You're editing though, so it's cool. It's cool to see these edits, man. You're experimenting, you're figuring shit out. Excellent. Yeah, just keep it up, man. Just keep it going. You got a nice set. What lens do you have? Seb. Yeah, what lens do you have? All right, GG's for Seb. Moving on. The only photo that got a little weird on you was this one. This color grade got a little weird. Sigma fit. Ooh, bro, you know what you should consider getting, man? That's a nice lens too. Check out the 18 to 50 Sigma. Do I have it here? I don't think so. That's a really nice lens, dude. Actually, all the Sigma lenses are really nice. All right, moving on. Mike Sal Photography. Mike Sal Photography, are you in here? I want a Fujifilm camera. You should get one, Mia. Which one do you want? Mike Sal, got it. Mike Sal, what are you shooting on, Mike Sal? Mia, what Fuji are you looking at? I'm gonna guess XM5. Canon R5, nice. R5. Yay, Canon. Not that many Canons tonight. I'm not sure the specific one is called, but someone at work brought theirs. And the Fuji special, dude. Fuji is special. I have the X106, and I need to do some more street photos with that. You know what I need to do? I need to find a model friend. That's what I need to do. And I need to photograph them. With the Fuji specifically. Mike Sal, New York City. Ooh, New York City. R5 too. Nice. Canon gang. Amazing photos for tropical vacations. Yeah. I'm building my portfolio. Not much there now. All good, man. All good. These are all nice, though. One of my favorite cameras of all time is the R5, man. Anytime she got out of focus on here. I don't know what happened here. It looks like you were a little too shallow. Julia, if you're still here, this is kind of what I was saying. This is a good example of the photo. From far away, it looks fine, right? But like whenever you have more than one person in the frame, make sure to, because unless their noses are right at the same focal plane, one person is going to be out of focus if you're at too shallow depth of field, like f1.4, f1.8. So whenever there's 2 or 3 people and it's hard to tell everybody, hey, be at the exact same focal plane, just bump up to like 2.8, 5.6, f4, just to get everybody a little bit more in focus, because this is a beautiful photo, but she is definitely a much softer than this person over here. So this is kind of like a just a good example. When it's one person, you know, it's great, but when you got two people, that kind of stuff will happen. Elam, thank you so much for the roses. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. What up, Chester? How are you? Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in. Is this you? Or are you just watching a video? I've seen this creator before on YouTube. Are you this person? I'm watching. Oh, okay. I was going to say, I've definitely seen you on YouTube. This is a cool photo. Some street photos. How long have you been shooting, Michael? Mike? Yeah, how long have you been shooting? Of course, bro. Always got to stop and appreciate that, man. Even if it's just for a second. Looks like we missed focus here. Or is that intentional? We're cutting this person's head off, too. Head of security. Started last year. Nice work. Yeah, there's a lot of growth still. A lot of growth still. Looks like we missed focus here as well. Her face is a little soft. Looks like focus landed on her shoulder. When we're brand new, I think everybody's guilty of it. I know Julia's guilty of it. We always just open up our lens wide open and shoot everything at like f1.4, but there are other f-stops. There are other f-stops. There's f2.8. There's f4. f5.6 is really nice too. So I guess I say that to say is like don't just be at like f1.8 for your entire the entire time that you're out. I'm too much in my comfort zone. It's okay. You'll just miss focus from time to time, you know? I'm not comfortable with going over F4. Bro, F5.6 is not that scary, dude. After F5.6, I don't really see much of a, I mean, 6.3 maybe, 7.1 maybe. But like 5.6, F4 is like my happy place. Like right in between there is like really, I can do a lot of work there. So I guess I say that not just for you, Mike, but like for everybody in general is like, try out those other apertures, man. And then I'm not happy with the results. Yeah, I get it. That's me. Yeah, I get it. I got you. I'm not comfortable going over F4. I got the 28 to 70, f2.8, so the f4 is optimal aperture for the lens. F8 for landscapes, no. It depends. It depends. I know people that do landscape and they do like some focus stacking. So they shoot like the foreground and then they shoot like 3 or 4 photos to get the photo more in focus at like a lower aperture. The nifty 50. Yeah. Yeah, other focal lengths exist. Again, at the very beginning, when everybody's guilty of it, I think. We're like, oh, f1.2, and then you stay at f1.2 forever. I like this set right here. I think this one was probably my favorite. Definitely my favorite. What else did I like? This one right here. This one was cool. What else did I like? I did like this one as well. This one is a little crooked though. That's just my preference. I usually like to keep straight lines on everything. Pedro Sanchez, what up? To be honest, I feel blessed that I started a DSLR without all the aids. Yeah, there's in that too. You know what I did recently, or a couple maybe a year ago now, is that I got gifted a film camera, and that film camera is all like manual everything, and like using that camera. GG's, by the way, Michael. That was some nice stuff, man. 1 year in Michael Sal Photography, using an R5, everybody. I got a film camera last year and a half ago, whenever I did, and like using that camera really made me like appreciate the complexities of photography and like what it takes to like make everything balanced, all the settings to get a good image out of it. Because the photo, has anybody ever shot film here? Let me know in the chat who has shot film here before, like an old ass film camera. I'm mentioning that because you don't get to see what the photo looks like until you send it in to get developed and it comes back, right? So like when I actually got I took the photo and I'm like, all right, now what? Now what, right? So now I have to wait a couple weeks for it to come back, and like there is no other feeling. I'm exaggerating now, but I think you get the point. Like it's such a good feeling to get the photos printed back, or you see the digital prints of them, and you got the focus right, or you got the exposure right. You're like, fucking right, I'm a photographer. You know what I mean? It's a cool feeling. Anyways, next up, Envisions by Mia. Mia, you're up again. All right. My IG posted the engage. All right, cool. Let's do Mia. Mia, thank you so much for hanging out. I shot one shot total and wasn't my camera, so I don't know how I did. Of course. All right. This is Mia. Envisions by Mia. Envisions is spelled ENVI. I'm kidding, Mia. I'm kidding. I got you. These ones. Oh, these are the final edits. So we were looking at the some raws yesterday, right? Not raws, but soft edits. Yeah, it looks like you straightened them up. You did, didn't you? Yeah, you did. Yeah, they look great. They look great. Yeah, it makes a big difference when you straighten them out, I think. Because a couple of these over here, I remember this one was definitely crooked. So, and I can tell that it's straight up and down because I'm looking at the edge of the frame here, and this pillar is perfectly straight now. And then another one that was crooked, I think this one was too. This one right here, it was definitely because they were like kind of like leaning back. Yeah. Yeah, if you ever have a shitty photo, not that this photo's shitty, this photo's nice. If you ever have a photo that is less than ideal, put it in black and white. That's the secret. Should I tap more into black and white? Of course. Of course. Whenever I deliver photos, Mia, to couples that paid me, I always give them a couple selects, like a nice little collection. Not all of them. I don't turn all of them like one for one, black and white in one color, but I do pick like a nice selection of them, selects, and turn them black and white and turn them in just in case, you know? I think black and white photos with a white frame. Have you ever seen like the prints that they do, the black and white, and then they have a white border around? Those photos are more likely to get printed. So I always offer those selects black and white as like prints. I did that for the mom and the B-Day. The one pic was overexposed. So yeah, right. Exactly. If you missed something on a photo, turn it black and white and all of a sudden, wow. Yeah. Yeah, I always offer a couple selects black and white. This one, it looks like you missed focus, Mia. What happened? Or either that or you punched in a little bit too much. Or Instagram failed you. These weren't fuzzy yesterday. They're horizontal. Oh, yeah. So Instagram failed you here. Got it. I need to figure out anything else that's new here, Mia. I think last time I saw your stuff, you had this. This is the last thing that you showed me, I think. Was it this or was it? It was one of these ones, wasn't it? I forget. You had like strong flat. It was this, I think. Second post in the engagement photos. Let's see. Love this. I think there's a little bit too much brick. Just a smidge. It's a cool photo though. Oh, this is from that from the unique photo shoot, right? This one's crooked. This one as well. Yeah, I remember these. Maybe I'll go to the next one. Did she say yes? Yeah, some of them are. Yeah, Instagram is not going to do you any favors. So Instagram only likes square and 1x1 and 4x5s, whatever the vertical is. It's just optimized for that. This looks new. This is really contrasting right here. We got this beautiful person here, and then we got this guy right here. Just looks cool. Do you have a flash, Mia? Yeah, it happens, dude. It happens. I've been posting on Instagram for a long time, dude. Long time. It's literally my job. Very cool. GG's, Mia. Do one more if I haven't seen anything else. I think I've seen everything else that you got. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Wait, look at 3 and 4. I looked at this one. This one? She did say yes. Yay. Yeah, these are horizontal. Yeah, Instagram is not gonna like these. I'll look at 5 right after this. I got you. These look soft. They look a little soft. This looks good. I think my favorite so far was let's see, this was the engagement couple. Will you marry me? I think my favorite was this one. Is really nice. This one is really nice too. I think you caught her here with some dreamy eyes. It's still passable though. And then this one was really nice as well. This one was cool too. Yeah, GG's, Mia. GG's. Next up, we're almost done with the queue, y'all. Almost done with the queue. We got a couple more. Next up is, how do you say this? Ellies? Yevis? GG's. Wyatt, thanks for stopping in. Going once, Nori Studio. By the way, all of these videos that I'm doing this live right now gets posted, gets dumped onto YouTube. So you guys will live on my YouTube channel forever. Nori Studios going once, going twice. Nori, there you are. All right, cool. Nori, Nori Arab, what are you shooting on? Fuji XM5. Nice camera, dude. How long have you had the XM5? The XM5 to me seems like a really cool camera. Ooh, and the Sigma 18 to 50. Solid choice, dude. That's one of my favorite lenses, the Sigma 2.8, 18 to 50. Just a year. Nice. Let's see. You are the first Fuji photographer tonight, Nori. So all Fuji creators and the Fuji brand is standing on your back right now. No pressure. Nori Studio 2 underscores. Which one is you, Nori? Which one are you? Wait, that's the XM5 is really popular. The XM5 is a nice entry level Fuji. That's why I recommend it. It's pretty popular with a lot of people. It's a nice little entry level camera. It's still expensive, but it's still a Fuji. But yeah, this is a really nice little camera. Mm-hmm. Nori, I don't know which one is you, buddy. But my profile doesn't pop up on your Insta. Send me the actual website. The link. I know his camera could shoot in black and white. Most cameras can shoot in black and white. Send me the actual .com, Nori. You can type in, copy and paste the link. Yeah, Fuji films have these things called film simulations. And like this right here, one of them is black and white. I forget which one it is. Standard color, I forget. But yeah, these are all called film recipes, and they have like this really unique kind of look. Fuji look, you know what I mean? Wait, can I do that? Yeah, on your camera? Yeah, dude. Also, you're shooting in RAW. So the cool thing about can't send a new DM on TikTok. Send it on YouTube, Nori. Yeah, dude. Also, you're shooting in RAW photos, right? So what's cool about the RAW photo is if you shoot RAW and JPEG, you can select you have an A7 III. I'm pretty positive you can do it. But one of the color profiles, it can be black and white. And then because you shoot RAW, you'll see the black and white image on your screen. And you'll get, when you import it or export it, it'll be in color. It'll be RAW. You learn something new. Yeah. What is the line looking like? Klejvi, the line is closed for the night. We just got a couple more people to go and we are done. I will be doing a couple more free portfolio reviews probably next month. The line is closed already tonight, guys. After this queue right here, after Nori and then a couple more people, we are done. Yeah, so anybody after Wyatt, I think Wyatt is the last person, so I'll write that down. Anybody after Wyatt is done. Paid too much for my camera to not know what it does. Again, the RAW photo, you shoot in RAW. I hope that you shoot in RAW at least. Nori, going once, going twice. Are you able to get this? Got it? I don't think so, buddy. I met someone earlier who bought an A7 IV 2 weeks ago, and they're new to photography. I see people that buy A7 Vs and have never owned a camera before. Yeah, you just came back to my lives, Mia, but I've been going live for the past like entire month, and I've been giving people camera advice, like buying guides and stuff. And people have crazy ass budgets. It's the first time. Can't you use the color sciences on any camera now? I swear I saw it. Yeah, you can. Yeah, exactly. They're called profiles. So like Fuji calls them recipes, Fuji recipes. Canon calls them scenes, I think. No, color profiles. And then I think Sony calls them scenes. That's crazy. Is what you realize you don't like photography? No, I mean I do this for a living, right? So do you though. You should know that your camera does this. There's no I sent the link in the chat. I can't see any chat, buddy. It should not be this hard to send me a link, man. We're gonna skip you for right now. We're gonna go on to Logic Media. If you can get me that link, I'll get you in here, bro. No, about the girl. Oh, I see. Yeah, you spent, well, that's another thing that happens all the time is like we often kind of attribute our own spending habits and our own budgets and like kind of apply it to like other people. That girl could be rich as shit, or she could be, have a family that has money, right? Or she could have a nice job. I used to do it all the time. That's why I ask people, is like, how much money do you have for like this camera? Do you have a lot or do you have a little? Not gonna lie, I thought it worked in IT. Not gonna lie, I thought you worked in IT. I do not work in kind of a dev. No. Do I look like I work in IT? Maybe I have that look. Logic Media. Logic Media, you in here, Logic Media? I am a noob. The queue is closed already, buddy. Logic Media going once, going twice. We've already done Logic Media a couple times. Zenith, we're closed up for the night tonight, buddy. Logic Media going once, going twice, and closed. Noah Days. Noah Days, are you in here, Noah Days? Still in here. All right, Noah Days. I got. What are you shooting on, Noah Days? Noah Days Media. Control copy. A7 III. Another A7. A lot of Sonys tonight. Sony's coming in hot tonight. Just a little more than a year. All right, cool. I am a noob. The way that you get a review will be by following my subscribing to my YouTube channel, and then when I do another review, you can submit your portfolio then. But for tonight, we are done after we finish up this list. Noah Days Media shooting with an A7 III. Ooh. March 19th. This is nice, dude. A lot of black and white. This one is cool. Big Texas. Hello, Big Texas. Welcome to the party, buddy. Good to see you on YouTube, man. Thanks for hanging out. We're doing some portfolio reviews. Bro, I hit 4,000. Woohoo. This is epic, dude. You said you've been doing this for a year? Solid, dude. GG's. Yo, what do you guys think is a good sound effects for GG's? This one makes me confused. I don't know if I like this photo. I think I know what you were trying to do. I don't know if it worked though. Because it makes me go like this. Maybe if you flipped it so the text is readable. So not like upside down like this, but flipped it like this, like the orientation. So that I could read it, it might work better. I'm not sure what the focus was here. This guy was the focus? But it looks like these guys should have been the focus. If you would have hit one of these guys with focus, this would have been it right here. This would have been a cool shot. Thank you for the follow. I am new. Appreciate you. Yeah, I go live all the time. So if you guys miss an opportunity to get your portfolios reviewed, there will be more opportunities. There will be more opportunities. These are all great, dude. Do you work for the school or are you just kind of out there as a spectator? If you don't work for the school, you should. For the media department or for the journal, take a couple journalism classes for the school so you can get some coverage and get on the field. Yeah, I could see what you were trying to do, but it just didn't work on this one right here. It's kind of hard to get that what you were trying to. Me as a spectator, right? Like I didn't see that. It just looks like you missed focus from my end. I was about to gather the X100, but they are, bro. I don't know if you know this, Big Texas. That camera, I think I've told you. I bought that camera 5 minutes when it dropped, and it took me 9 months to get it, and it's been on back order for years. There's like a waiting list for it. It's kind of like the Canon G7X 7, G7X3. It's always going to be on back order. Yeah, it took me 9 months to get it, dude. That's why I'm so proud of it, and I show it to you guys all the time. Because it's a really hard camera to find. You'll have better luck walking into a store. Like if you are ever in a town or a city where there's a camera store, do a couple trips in a couple of these and you might find one in a box on a shelf. That's how I know people, is it worth it? It's worth retail. It's an expensive camera to buy, but it's not worth, because they sell it for, like, I can sell mine for like $2,500 and people will buy it. And I don't think it's worth that. It's worth retail is what it is. Obviously, MSRP. Yeah, it's not worth 25, 22. Anything over 2 is ridiculous. All right, so we got basketball. We did lacrosse. Let's do this one. What is this? Women's lacrosse. Cool. Bro, your compositions are all fire, man. Look at this. This one might be better not black and white, because the girls that are jumping up and down and celebrating kind of get lost in the black and white. This one might work in color. Yeah, these all are great, dude. You have a good eye. You are a natural, sir. This one's a little weird, but it kind of looks cool. Where you get yours from? I got mine from Fuji. I got mine. I waited. I stayed up all night until it dropped. And the site crashed. And I was able to get back on 5 minutes later. And I paid for mine in full, and I didn't get mine delivered until 9 months later. Noah, these I don't got nothing for you, man. These are all tremendous, dude. You're fucking crushing it, dude. Yeah, you're fucking crushing it, bro. On some of the edits, I guess what I can critique on some of the edits is to remember to keep the colors of the team colors, as accurate as possible. When it comes to like sports and stuff like that, you really want to make sure that the teams are represented in as true color as possible. So don't take that much creative liberty on adjusting the team's colors. Black and white works, of course, but when you change like purples to like magenta, you shouldn't do that for teams' colors. They need to be as accurate as possible. So yeah, these are all tremendous, dude. Great compositions, great framing, great focus, minus the one over here that was kind of weird. Like, look at this, dude. Fucking crazy. Wow, I'm still looking, not giving up. Yeah, like I said, call your local camera shop, Big Tech. Like, get on the phone with them and say, hey, do you have any Fuji X100 6s? You know what's going to happen? They're going to like laugh at you. They're going to be like, ha, 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 ha. But you might get lucky and they might have one sitting on a shelf, you know? Because when camera shops get them, they only get like one or two, and those one or two are already paid for and spoken for. So that's why they don't, they never have them in stock. What's crazy is that the X105, the one before this, was even harder to get. People were on a waiting list for like 2 years to get it. Yeah, Noah, they media, GG's everybody in the chat. Yeah, this is good, dude. You're doing great, bro. Noah, they's media shoots with an A7 III. Noah, what lens are you using, bud? Just hoping to make more connections and get good school creative teams. Still got 1 more year. Yeah, bro, keep this up, dude. Fucking keep this up. Do you have a oh, you have a .com too? Yeah. Yep. You're doing all the right things, man. Just keep shooting. Keep shooting. It's just a matter of time, really. Just graduate and get out there, you know? Henry Gaw, I do reviews, but we are closed up for the night. We're just going through what we have left, and then we're done. Nudler, you in here, Nudler? Yeah, Henry, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's where you'll know if we are doing reviews or not. 4,003 subscribers on YouTube. 3 Gems Media. I think I've already answered your question, bro. You got to keep spamming. If you send that message one more time, I'm going to block you, bro. Nudler going once, going twice, 3 times. You're out. Joel Barron. Joel Barron, you in here, Joel Barron? Oh, this guy's a YouTuber. Cool. Yes, sir. Cool. I'll check out your YouTube channel as well. How many subs you got, bro? I just crossed 4,000 today. Kitty, goddamn it, Kitty. You're messing up the room's vibe, Kitty. That's a bot. It might be a bot. Who knows? Maybe. 63K. Damn. Joel Barron, when I grow up, I'm gonna be like you, bro. I'm gonna be like you, bro. I'll get there one day. JB Tech. What are you shooting with, JB Tech? Nah, I want to be like you. Wow. A7. Ooh, nice. A7S3. Andrew, I'll share something with you that'll make you gleeful. And it makes me sick to my stomach. Most of the rates tonight were all Sony users. The majority of them, actually. Like a big majority. It's funny, man. Some lives swing one way and then some lives swing the other way, dude. Just trying to get into photo for fam friends, maybe pick up some side gigs. All right, cool. You got a beast of a camera to get started with, though. What lens are you using? These are nice, dude. Because Sony is for real pros. All right, man. Get that workout in. These are nice, dude. Some of these are better than others, but like this one, you're missing focus. Either that or you're punched in a little bit. Also, the A7S III, it only has 12 megapixels. So those 12 megapixels are struggling at far distances. Unless you have a super zoomed in lens. 70 to 180. Nice. Yeah. It's crazy in low light, though. Crazy in low light. These are cool. I would say what I can, yeah, do more video and have done reels. Yeah, I can say for these photos, I know that it's not always ideal or the easiest thing, but try to capture people's faces, especially when you're trying to do sports and stuff like that. Again, not always the easiest thing. It's easier said than done, but I would definitely be focusing on people's faces when you can. Oh, nice tech videos too. Cool. Nice edit. I just got a top-down shot myself. You want to see mine? Mine is this one. Oh, bam. Yeah, I got this little. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, that's probably what I can say. But you already know how to film. You already know how to. Hey, I have one of these. No Kings. I went to a No Kings. I think I went to that, not that exact one, but the one that happened in 2025. Mine was, let's see. Here we go. I got a bunch of photos on this day. Oh shit, my bad. This was probably one of my favorite photos right here. They can't arrest everyone. I was like, damn. Yeah, they had a No Kings this past Saturday, and I wish I would have gone. But I was feeling a little lazy. And I decided not to go out. Yeah. Yeah. All right, next up. That was JB Tech, everybody, shooting with an A7 III and a Tamron 70 to 180. A really nice lens. Really nice lens that I recommend to a lot of people because you can find it for under $1,000 and it's pretty decent. Pretty decent. All right, let's see. Visuals by Noah. Visuals by Noah, are you here? Appreciate your time. I appreciate your time, bro. Actually, you know what? Before you go, let me add you to my let me sub on YouTube. Always looking for new let me see how many videos you got. 694. Jesus Christ. I need a reset. One day my video averages are going to be in the tens of thousands. You guys wait and see. I'll get there. All right. Who's next? Noah? I think I said Noah, right? Noah. Visuals by Noah going once. Going twice. And you're out. Elam Manu. Are you in here, Elam Manu? Elam, did you subscribe on YouTube, buddy? Did you sub on YouTube, Elam? If you didn't, and you're lying to me, I'll find you. Elam, what are you shooting on? Elam, you got to sub on YouTube, bro. That's the thing. That's the whole thing, bro. That's the whole thing. A72. Will do. Go. You got to go over there and let me know that you're on YouTube. We got 2 more, 3 more to go, guys, and then we're done for the night. Anwar, did you send that link over? Oh, I see that you did. All right, cool. Thomas, we're closed up for the night, bud. We're closed up for the night. We will be back at a later time, though. Can you drop the link? You can go to my profile page. We're gonna do Anwar while you go ahead and do that, Elam. Anwar, what are you shooting on? Fuji XM5. You shot these on a Fuji? Oh yeah, you said that already, huh? The 18-50. Oh, is this the raw and then this is the edit? These look pretty gnarly, dude. Looks like you got a little burst filter. That XM5 is putting in work. Done. I didn't get a notification, Elam. I know if you're lying to me, buddy. I know if you're lying to me. These are sick, dude. Yeah, these are excellent, dude. Yeah, the XM5 is sick. A lot you're doing. It looks like you're doing a lot of might be delayed. No, it's pretty instant, man. I think you're just lying to me. Also, you didn't follow the rules, Elam. Bro, you need Nori, you need more stuff on here, man. What's going on? Can I just send my Instagram? You cannot. You cannot, Santos the Kriya. We're closed up for the night, bud. We do free reviews every now and again. All you got to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can know when they are coming on. Joel Barron, I know you mentioned youth sports earlier in the live. What price would you start for the type of shots? I was thinking 15 to 20 deliverables. No, dude, I'd be like at Joel, I would do 100 for game coverage, $150. Yeah, 15 to 20. Oh, 15 to 20 deliverables. Got it. What price? Yeah, I would do 100 to 150 for, I would do more than 15, 20 photos, but I would tell them you get about 25 photos. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you need you need to have more stuff. Look at the light on this. Do you guys see this light right here? What kind of filter are you using? You guys see this light effect right here? That's just fire. Yeah. Yeah, 100, 150, 200 for about 25, 30 deliverables. You're going to get more than that, you know, but that's how I would put it. Yeah, but which one specifically? Because I like this filter. I might buy it myself. Send me a link, bro. Yeah, these are all great. This is the XM5, Mia, by the way. Oh, it's a K&F. I love K&F. Look at this. God damn it. So for the starburst filters, one thing that I do want to mention is starburst filters, they work the best when there's like a single point of light, like a cell phone. Like that right there is a cell phone. and like it gives that really strong effect of the light really like really elongated. Other than that, if you're using like tube lights, the effect doesn't do the same thing. It needs to be like a singular light, and it gives that crazy cool effect. Crazy cool effect. Ooh, you know what? I might add this to my lives because I can buy one of these and then add a single point light back there, so I can have that look. That would be kind of cool. That would set my lives apart. Nice work, bro. Yeah, if you're looking for feedback on these, bro, my only feedback is you need to be posting more. The world needs to see more of your work. The other way for me, I prefer the... Do you really? I do not. I like the effect on the point light. Oh, that's interesting. I like a bloom. I like the bloom on tube lights. Like if you guys can see back here, I have like my tube light. If I point that directly at you guys, but then I get like a green kind of hue right here for some reason, but then the effect is like super bloomy. Soul Frame Snaps, are you on the queue already, bro? If you're not on the queue, you're not getting reviewed, broski. Carl B. Markland. Are you in here, Carl B. Markland? Oh, GG's for oh yeah, we're doing sorry. Elam, you were here, right? Carl, I lied to you, bro. I lied to you. We gotta do we're gonna do Elam first. And then we'll be back to you here in 1 second. We're almost done for the night, guys. Almost done for the night. I appreciate you guys for hanging out. We got a couple more to go, and then we're done for tonight. This you? Nice. Nice website. Cool looking website. What are you shooting on, Elam? A7 II, you said? This is your work right here? What lens did you use? Thanks. I'm here. Submitted last night. You think a good add-on would be to have a fee of $25.50 for another set of photos from the same shoot if they went beyond? What I would do, Joel, is I would use this site or a site like it. It's called PickTime. And on here, on PickTime, I think this will take me to my account. This site called PickTime. Let's see if it works. PIC hyphen TIME. And this site right here, let's see if I can get to the actual client galleries. I don't know if this works, but anyways, it's called PickTime. There's another one called Pixie Set. Anyways, what I'm getting at is you can sign up for this site. It's pretty reasonable. Or you can find another way to do it, but anyways, you send them the gallery that they paid for, 20, 30, or whatever the prices of 20, 30 photos. And then within that link, you have other photos of theirs linked that they can buy on an individual basis. So you give them the gallery of 20, 30 photos, and then you say, oh, by the way, here's 100 of them that you can buy individually. And this site is linked to like a printing site and a framing site. So if they happen to find other photos that they like, that they want to have framed or printed, they can do so on that site, and you get paid a commission or a fee for getting physical prints. But the other thing is they can buy other digital prints if they happen to like them. So deliver the 30 best that you like. Say, hey, here's this. There's a delivery. By the way, there's other photos in here that I also edited that are at additional cost. So that way you're out of it. You know, you're totally out of it. It's nice and clean. The site looks really clean also. Let me see if I can find it for you. Like this is what it looks like. I'll show you my back end. This is how I deliver my photos. Again, PicTime isn't the only website that does this. There's Pixie Set, I think, is another one. But you're looking for that functionality. You want it to. This is one of the last galleries that I did. We'll do this wedding one. So you send them a link, and then they get something that looks like this. So this is a wedding that I did a year ago, 2 years ago, a while ago now, actually. They got a link from me, and then you organize their photos. This is what I delivered to them. And then there's a little shopping bag, like they can buy this photo if they want it. And then a little thing pops up where they can go, link pops up. It's like, I can get a printed, I can get a little photo book, an album, and all that shit. This is a cheat code, I think. Like, if you want to deliver photos to clients in a very professional way, these kind of sites are like absolutely necessary. You look like a pro, you know, you look like you know what you're doing, even though you might be a small operation, you know? Elam, all right, back to you, Elam. Sorry for that diversion there. These are kind of cool, man, not gonna lie. I want to check out your YouTube though, or your Instagram, because these photos are really small. These look like you can print them. Oh, that didn't work. The website looks really minimal. I'm not sure if I yeah, I printed some of them. Some of them are cool. This website looks a little too. I like this. What did you make this on? Yeah, they're cool wallpapers for sure. You don't have an Instagram? I want to check out your Instagram. This is kind of a weird way to look at photos. The website is pretty minimalistic, but can people call you? Are you trying to sell your services here? This looks more like an art gallery, really. I'm in IT. Yeah, I have a Shopify account. Okay. The site's not working properly. There we go. It takes a while. I think you need to optimize the site a little bit more, because the photos aren't loading the way that you'd expect them to. I've never done photos like this. I don't really have much feedback on this. I like the black and whites. These are kind of cool. But truthfully, man, they look cool at a distance. Maybe these would be cool like on a metallic print. Like a metallic kind of frame. You see how the website's not loading? It's struggling. Yeah, there might be something you can do, but it's not optimized. It's not like working properly. But the website's cool. I don't really have much for you, man. There's not much here for me to work with. I can't see these photos really well either. And they're not loading properly. I guess I could give you that advice. Figure out a way to get this site to work better. All right, next up, GG's for Mr. Elam. Super minimalistic website. Brother. Moving on, we have Carl B. Markland is up next. And then we got Wyatt, and then we're done for the night, guys. We've been here for 3 hours. Jesus Christ. It's a long stream. I appreciate you, Mia, Joel, Julia, for hanging out. Thanks for reviewing. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's cool. Very minimalistic. Not my style of photography. I think those prints would be cool if they were like on metallic prints, you know? on metallic frames. Carl B. Marklin, you still in here, buddy? Soul frame snaps. We're gonna be done for the night, buddy. We'll be back another time though. Carl B. Marklin. All right, I see. What are you shooting on, Carl? Let the chat know. Joel, did you get that site pick time and pixie set? Appreciate it, Joel. Appreciate it, Joel. Make sure to follow on YouTube. Would love a sub back. Got them bookmarked. Appreciate it. Cool, cool, cool. It's the same account from last night. Did we already look at your stuff or do we oh, we already looked at your stuff, Carl. Are we looking at something different? Your website, maybe? Yeah, I remember your site. I just sent you a DM earlier in the night to get your insight on the denoise. Okay, what was the how can I help you, sir? Let me see. Oh, my bad. I see what happened. Do you have any tips on how to not show the denoise look on my images? When I use denoise at 50, it pulls the luminance. Yeah. Remind me, Carl. Sorry, it's getting late. What is your camera setup? Because the way that you eliminate denoise is by not using it. Duh. Hello. I didn't mean to seem like an asshole about that, but like, so having, what's your sensor and what's your lens? Because the denoise happens because, yeah, and I also Wyatt is right on. I only use I use denoise, but I usually use it on well lit photos. You need more light into your sensor is what's needed. It's physics. It's science. So that's why I'm asking you about your kit. You told me last night what you were using. You're using an A7 III. One sub, just subscriber. Appreciate it, my man. What am I at? 4,004 subscribers. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at. You mentioned that you were using an A7 III, but I didn't ask you your lens. So the way the best fix it is, and they weren't terrible, bro. There was only a couple. Like, these are all excellent, but I can tell that there is some denoise. This one worked. Actually, this photo looks like you cut out. You did a subject select. But there was one, like, it worked here. Like, this looks excellent. But there was one photo that definitely looked like you went a little crazy on the denoise. I would stop using that 18 to 135. Or accept the noise and do black and white. I would just do less of it, man. 50% is a lot. When I do denoise, I'm doing it on well-lit photos. And like, it makes people's like dark clothing super like tack sharp. The 18 to 135, remind me what that lens is. Is that a variable aperture? I would stop using that lens in these situations. Because if it's a variable aperture, yeah, it is. It's this lens. I would stop using this lens in those venues and only use. So this right here is really crushing the amount of light that's available that's going into your sensor. So I would just continue using the 17 to 70. It's not going to get you the reach that you want, right? But, and then look at getting like a Tamron 70 to 180. I would look at this lens. You can find it for under $1,000 used. like $8.99, I think. $900. That one's a lot more expensive. Yeah, that's a better option, but I was providing a budget option as well. Yeah, the 70 to 180 is solid. The Sigma to 70 to 200 is obviously better, but the Sigma is, how much is the Sigma? Like 1200, 1400? But yeah, that's what I would do. All right, we got one more person to go. I think it's Wyatt. Wyatt, and then we're done for the night. Mr. Wyatt, Gritty Photography, you in here? Gritty Photography? I think I saw you chatting a second ago. All right. What are you shooting with, Wyatt? S7D Mark II. Nice. Oops. Shit, my bad. I always do that. What the fuck? Wyatt Gavin, is this you? Gritty Photography. Here we go. This is Wyatt shooting with a 7D. Okay, with the Canon 7D. Got mine for 800. Nice. That's a solid price. I think that lens goes for a lot more. You got a nice deal on it. What lens are you using here, Wyatt? For this gym, is this your high school here? Do you shoot here a lot? 70 to 200. If you shoot here a lot, like gymnasiums like this, dude, are always a photographer's worst nightmare because everything's so orange and brown. The opposing team is orange. The floor wood is brown. The bleachers are all brown. You need to get here earlier, and you need to check the color temperature and for your camera. Make sure you have the white balance set properly, because these places are a nightmare to shoot. Yeah, you got a good deal on it, Anwar. Yeah, because these photos are nice, but everything is crazy orange and it fucks up the skin tones, and you got like nowhere to go. So what I would do next time you have a shoot here is arrive early and check your color balance, so that you can do it just by checking it, looking at through your eyes. Because these lights are all dated and you can't do anything about that, right? But what you can do is arrive early and make sure that your camera's color accurate. This kind of edit right here, Wyatt, this shit gotta go, bro. The photo's all right, photo's good, but this edit, that shit gotta stay in 2016, bro. We got big man right here. All right, basketball. We did basketball. What else we got? Baseball. 6'7", yeah. What is up with this? Get this watermark out of here, bro. What are you doing with this watermark? Get this watermark out of here, Wyatt. Yeah, get this fucking watermark out of here, bro. These are cool photos, minus the watermark. Yeah, no, yeah, you should never use it. You should take down these photos, Wyatt, and repost them without the watermark, bro. And then never ever do this again. Yeah, some of those photos, these action shots were really cool. And then these are kind of weird. These got a little dark on you. Pickle the Plane Spotter. We're actually done for the night, bud. Thanks for stopping in. Make sure to sub to the YouTube channel so that you see the next time that we go. That was like no. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. The black and white definitely helps, but it looks kind of like a weird. Okay, no problem. But I swear they took out the light. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, these are okay, man. I like them. That's probably my biggest tip for you is to arrive at this gymnasium if you shoot there, if you go there a lot. These are all like crazy, crazy orange. I'm here for the watermarks. Texas, did you see these ones? These are probably the most offensive watermarks I've ever seen in my life, Wyatt. Oh man. All right, man, that's all that I got for you guys tonight. I've been live for 3 hours. I appreciate all of you guys that were in here. Julia, thank you so much. Mia, Joel, JB Tech, it was nice to meet you guys. Big Texas, always a pleasure. Have a tremendous night, y'all. Adios.